This is the flow of thoughts I had when I read 3 small items in the local news. The first, a passenger train collided with a car that was standing on the tracks. Inside the car, the body of a 65-year-old woman was found with no signs of life. As I try to imagine those moments, questions appear, and each possible answer creates a different scene. Why did the woman stop on the tracks? Was she stuck? Maybe she crossed somewhere she wasn't supposed to and got trapped on the rails. Maybe she stopped there on purpose. What exactly happened to the car when the train hit it? Was it dragged along the rails, pushed aside and flipped, crushed under the train? Found with no signs of life. That sounds so sterile. What did she actually look like after a locomotive smashed into her? Metal and glass collapsing inward. Did she die instantly? Did she break her neck? Or did she suffer and feel unbearable pain? When did the train driver notice her? Was he alert enough? Could he have braked in time? But there are no more details. My eyes moved to the next article, and I stopped thinking about it. The next day, another local item appears. 2 men about 40 years old were found charred at the base of a high-voltage power pole near the railway tracks. Again, my mind lights up with images. So, electrocution, obviously. But how? Did they touch the pole? Was the pole itself electrified? Because otherwise, how stupid do you have to be, 2 adult men, to climb a high-voltage line all the way up? And how do 2 people get electrocuted together? Maybe one was electrocuted, and the other tried to help and got electrocuted too. A few days have passed. Then another short article appears. A connection has been found between the 2 events. The 2 charred men and the woman killed in the train accident were a mother and her 2 sons. The father had left years earlier and was living in another country. They were apparently in some kind of severe distress and decided to end their lives together. They stopped on the railway tracks. The train hit them. The mother died, but the 2 brothers survived, so they looked for another way to die. They climbed a high-voltage line and electrocuted themselves to death. What? I am reading again the lines that are written like it is another daily event that happened, but this time the questions I have are difficult to answer. What kind of situation leads a mother and 2 adult sons to decide to die together? Is someone terminally ill and the others can't live with it? Were all of them terminally ill? Were they in deep debt? Maybe each of them had a different reason, but all 3 of them? A mother agreeing to her sons dying with her? And then, why a train? There must have been discussions. Options.
This is not high enough.
How calculated was this?
Did one of them check the train schedule, notifying that there is 5 minutes delay?
Did they turn off the car light so the train driver wouldn't see them? How long did they wait for it to happen? Did they sit there in silence the whole time?
Did someone cry?
Or did one of them talk nonstop while the others couldn't take it anymore?
Because he kept following the sun.
Enough! Shut up!
What were they like as little kids? There must have been moments when they were happy. What did the final seconds look like before the train hit? Acceptance? Or did someone break down at the last moment? What if not all of them were so sure about it?
Those possible differences only intensify the drama, which is already extreme.
Even happened? Looks like it hit something heavy.
One wants to complete the act, begging his brother, "You must help me finish it." The other changes his mind but can't leave his brother like this, asking, "What do you want to do?"
So, in that situation, this is what they came up with. Climbing a high voltage line while injured after being hit by a train? How much determination does despair give a human being? How much strength? How long did it take them? They finally reach the top of the pole. They look at each other, and then what? One after the other? One watches his brother burn and fall, and then does the same? Or maybe they counted. 3, 2, 1, and reach together. Years later, I managed to find more details about the real story. I invite you to imagine your own story around these facts. And if you will share it with me, I will present some of your versions before sharing what did I find.